Hello and welcome back to my channel. My name is Jamie. I'm a 33-year-old zero-based cashless budgeter and stuffer, and we're here to stuff my envelopes for the first week of January. So we have $838 in the cash tray, all counted out, ready to go. So let's just go ahead and dive on in. We've got a lot of money to stuff today, so let's get started. So buffer, we're gonna skip. We always skip buffer, just sits there, covers my transactions. Crochet by Jamie is gonna be getting $140 this week. So a 100, 20, and 40. And that is going to bring us to 100, 50, 70, 90, 200, 2, and 3. $203, which is a lot of money, but I've spent a lot of money out of this envelope in the past week buying supplies. But we'll cover that on Friday with my own stuffing. Gas this week is going to get its normal 60. Have not been doing any crazy travel. My family all lives local, so last week for Christmas, didn't have to drive too far. So $60 has been working out really well. So we have 50, 100, 20, 30, 40, 1, and 2 in gas for the week. Oh, geez. Okay. Groceries this week, we're just going to give it $10. So we have 20, 40, 50, 60, 70, $75 in groceries. Prescriptions is going to get its normal 5. So we have 10, 15, 20, 25, and $30. And I just remembered I have to pick up prescriptions today. So I should go do that right after this if the CVS is open, because it's early. It is, I guess it's 8:30, so it's not too early, so might be about to go run some errands. Spending this week is getting 32, so 10, that's a 20, 30, and 2. And that brings us to 20, 35, 37, 39, 40, $41 in spending. And I did do more spending than normal, which is why it's getting more money than normal. Okay, so that is it for my my variable expenses. So next we're going to move into my high priority binder. We're going to start off with car costs. Car costs this week is going to be getting $98. So 98, and that should be 128. So we're going to do a 50, 70, 90, 95, 97, 98. I just forgot how to count for a second there. This should be 128. So we have 50, 70, 90, 110, 120, 125, 127, 128. Perfect. And it's getting a weird amount because I am doing some unstuffing this week, so it will make it a nice amount whenever I do the unstuffing. All right. Debt payoff this week is going to get $100. So we're going to finish coloring in this challenge. So let me just color in these last 10 circles real quick. I am coloring them in just to erase them, essentially, but it is nice to see the tracker completely filled out, even if just for like not long at all. Okay, so we should have $500 now in debt payoff, so I can make a payment on my credit cards. So we have 1, 2, 3, 54, 20, 40, 60, 80, $500 in debt payoff. Beautiful. Let me just give this a quick shake to dry so that I don't stain the inside of my envelope, because I feel like I'm always staining the inside of my envelopes. All right, festivals this week is going to get $300. So 1229 plus 300 will bring us to $1,300. And then let's color in on the tracker up to $700, which will be the rest of this row. And we are 40% of the way done with this tracker. So we're adding $300, so 1, 2, and 3. And that will bring us to $1,300. So we have 1,000, $1,100, $1,200, $1,300, which is very exciting. And I don't want to give away like too much, but we're going to make a lot of progress in this next week as well. So that will be a little bit of a surprise for next week's stuffing. Not a surprise, but we have something to look forward to next week with the stuffing. And then gifts this week, we're giving it $10. So $135 is what we should have in the envelope. So we'll add a 10. We have 100, 20, 30, 135 in gifts. And then taxes we're going to skip because we don't have to pay any taxes on any of our money that we earned this week. Or not earned, but are stuffing with, because I didn't earn the Christmas money. It's just a gift from my grandmother. But we're moving on to low priority. This binder, we do not count anything. We do not update the trackers until we do the next cash condensing, which will not be for probably till like the end of the month, beginning of February. Body mods, we're adding $2. What happened here? Electronics, we are adding $1. Fitness, we are adding $10. Hair and lashes, we are adding $10 as well. And this should be so close to what I need to get my hair done, if it's not already there. Shindigs and Shenanigans is getting $10. Travel is also getting $10. So $10 for pretty much everything in this envelope, which is nice because I normally don't stuff that much in all of them. All right. She's getting a little plump, but we're going to move on to my long-term savings. So we no longer have 52 cats. I don't know if I'm going to do another 52-week challenge or another big challenge. I think maybe with the savings challenge Saturday, that might just be enough for now, so I can focus on like building up my savings in other in like categories that I need right away. Like festivals, I need this money by a certain time, so saving the money for a year and then reallocating it doesn't work for this year, but maybe next year with my trip to Hawaii, we'll do a big savings challenge. We'll see. We'll see. The cats this week is going to be getting $5. Oh. Home Improvement is getting $5. Medical is also getting $5. And Month Ahead is getting $5 as well. Okay. Roundup Challenge, we are adding 37 cents. So that will be $251.91, which means that we do not get to color in any bubbles, and we do not get to add any money to the cash. But let's just count this, make sure it's still $251. I don't see why it wouldn't be, but let's just double check it. So we have 1, 52, 20, 35, 45, 47, 49, 50, 51, 251. Perfect. I'm glad that nobody came in while I was sleeping and stole my prop cash. This envelope is completely open. Ooh, I might have to just tape that up at this point. And then the final $20 that we have in this cash tray is going to go into Savings Challenge Saturday, if I can get it to go in. Yeah, all right. Very thick. It should be a nice challenge this week. We might be able to get 1 or 2 done. I think I had some that were getting kind of close. But you'll have to come back on Saturday to find out if we complete any challenges. And that is going to be it for this video. So if you have made it this far, thank you so much for watching. I really, really do appreciate it. Please like, subscribe, leave a comment down below. I think today, the day that this video is posting, is New Year's Eve. So let me know if you have any big plans for New Year's Eve or New Year's Day, if you have any traditions that your family does. My family used to do, my granddad would like drop nuts on the floor, and you had to like gather as many nuts as you could. And if you got like the special nut, you got like $1. But it was just like a fun tradition that we used to have when my granddad was still alive, and my family, my cousins used to live in West Virginia. They now live in South Carolina, so they used to come up for a lot more holidays before, you know, they got older and started having kids and everybody like spread out more. So that was a tradition that we used to have that I really enjoyed. So let me know what your family tradition is if you have any. And thank you so much for watching, and I will see you on Friday for my cash unstuffing.